We are live. Perfect. So hello everyone. Bonjour à tout le monde. So I will speak a little bit French also sometimes and sometimes. Donc bonjour à tout le monde. On va faire un petit live aujourd'hui avec Greg en rapport avec TradeDash. Donc ce sera une première. Donc on va faire un live en anglais. Et donc, il va peut-être déjà un petit peu se présenter. On va poser un petit peu de questions. Vous pouvez les poser également dans les commentaires. Vous pouvez poser quelques questions. On va les traduire également en anglais pour qu'ils puissent répondre. Et je ne sais pas si tu veux dire autre chose.
Oui, donc en fait, le créateur de ce logiciel, c'est Wesham. Et il a donc développé ce logiciel et il le met à disposition de tous gratuitement. Pour l'instant, hein, je ne sais pas, après on verra comment ça se passe, mais actuellement la solution est gratuite, donc elle permet comme une télécommande finalement, de piloter des échangeurs comme Bitrex et Binance. Et donc ça permet de ne pas chaque fois devoir se connecter sur l'exchange avec ses codes, ses Google Authentificator, de cliquer dans les liens qui reviennent par les emails, etc., qui sont toujours assez pénibles finalement, mais qui sont essentiels pour la sécurité. Donc l'idée, déjà, c'est de parler un petit peu de l'historique du développement de ce logiciel, comment est venue l'idée, et puis les raisons de ce développement, et puis quel est l'avenir de ce logiciel, les add-ons qui vont être ajoutés dans le futur, etc.
Exactement. Donc,
moi, je vais juste voir un petit peu le live.
Ouais, pas de souci.
Je reviens.
So, nice to meet you first. And,
nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, so maybe you can just introduce a little bit yourself. What is maybe your background, and actually maybe begin a little bit with TradeDash if you want.
Sure thing. So my name is Wesham. Everybody knows me as Sam, and my co-founder on TradeDash is named Linus. We started TradeDash about 6 months ago. We're both software engineers and designers. Linus comes from a design background, and I come from a software engineering background. And we've been working together for about 10 years time. And we began trading crypto a few years back, and we used to run these big scripts, that look at market states and do some trading on our behalf, some automated trading and some bot and some stuff like that. So in November 2017, last year, we decided, you know what, we want to create a tool that is meant for us as traders. We want to have a good tool and something that will help us trade not only easily, but reliably as well, and very securely. So we started working on TradeDash, and we showed it to some people, and everybody that we showed it to liked it, and they said, oh, can we have this sort of license, and can we also try it, and can we download it? So we just we decided after a month and a half or so that it's probably time to open it up and let some people see it and give us some feedback on it. So we opened it up publicly, TradeDash as a tool, and we started getting a lot of downloads. Basically, we got thousands of downloads within just a few months, and everybody gave us positive feedback. We worked with the community to improve the product, and we still are actually working actively with the community to improve the product. So, that's sort of our background really briefly. We've been around for about 6 months, gathering a lot of steam, and a lot of people saying, helping us both improve the product and finding business opportunities as well. So that's sort of background we come from.
Ok, amazing, perfect.
Je pense que je vais proposer quelque chose pour le live. Tu vas mettre les écouteurs.
Ouais.
Et moi, je vais mettre les miens pour le live ici. Comme ça, j'entends. Et puis, les auditeurs n'entendront pas le bruit puisque tu auras ton micro tout près. Parce qu'en fait, là, ça ne va pas marcher. En fait, on a subitement eu plein de gens qui sont arrivés, donc on s'excuse. On va juste améliorer un tout petit peu les conditions. Parce que c'était pas prévu que ça dégénère comme ça. Toi, tu as un casque?
Ouais, je pense que je vais te regarder. So we have a little bit of background sound, so we'll just put some headphones on and we will be like 1 second back. Sorry.
Sounds good. No problem.
Alors, tu prends le mien. Tu vas faire, moi, je mets le vôtre.
Yeah, sorry, it's like we're always bad with stuff like that.
No, I mean I sit in a shared office as well, so I know exactly. It's like we have here a bunch of companies sitting here, so it's always like people talking, so it's no problem at all. Don't worry about
it. So, do you hear me now?
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah. Okay, nice, very good. So, I hope people understand me on YouTube as well. I think so. Thank you. Yeah. So, very good background. So it's kind of new. The TradeDash is like about 6 months old.
Roughly,
What are the projects today for TradeDash, and because it's kind of new. You get a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
I guess you're working every day on it. You're a team of two guys. It's true. So with a friend of yours.
It's me and Linus right now, and we're currently gearing up to recruiting. We're opening up a development office in Mexico. Actually, Linus is down there right now, sort of setting stuff up, and we're planning to hire a few more engineers and sort of go from there and scale the team outwards. I mean, our project is mainly, so when we started with the idea of trading. That's our bread and butter. We want people to be able to trade securely, fast, performantly, and just do it very, very intuitively rather than having to deal with all these complicated systems out there. Plus, the exchanges themselves generally don't focus a lot on user experience because they have so many technical problems they need to solve. They have scaling issues, they have liquidity issues. They have a lot of problems they need to deal with on the exchange part that user experience generally takes a second. So it falls between the cracks. It's not as important for the exchanges. So we decided, you know what? Let's provide a good user experience, a good trading experience to people out there, and see if they like it. So we're focusing right now on three things. We're focusing on creating a desktop application that will help you trade securely and performantly faster than anything out there. We're planning on launching a mobile application soon enough that will be like a companion application for our desktop one. And we're also planning on going to institutional roughly by the end of this year, beginning of next year. So basically, we're going to start having hedge funds use the application with like hedge fund specific features and stuff like that. But that's more like about a year from now. That's when that's going to happen. For now, we're focusing on the retail traders, smaller traders, and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's true because I downloaded it just like yesterday ago, so it's kind of new for me as well. But what's really amazing with this application, it's how fast it really actually goes. When you're on a platform like Bittrex, Binance, or others, sometimes it takes really a lot of time, and you can also have a lot of problems with if you want to day trade. Actually, sometimes it lags a lot because there's a lot of people on it and everything. With an application like this, actually, you never have any problems, or can there also be problems?
Well, the way we designed it, most systems, if you look at some of our competitors, most web applications, because generally crypto trading today is mostly done through web portals. Web application, what generally happens is that in that environment, especially if you use different tools that do the same thing that we do, but not through a downloadable application, what they do is they sort of take the data from the exchange, connect it to their servers, and from their servers send it to your machine. So there is always this intermediary step that gives you a bunch of latency, gives you a bunch of problems sometimes with data loss and stuff like that. What we do instead is when you download and install the application, when you run it and start it, basically it immediately connects through the APIs to the exchange directly. There is nothing going through our servers. We don't know what you trade. We don't know what you do. We just basically connect you immediately to the exchange servers, and that's why your communication with the exchange is ultra fast. Sometimes even it's faster than the exchange's website itself.
Wow, amazing.
But we've had also, basically because we approach the application this way, we can do a few things that most other alternatives don't do, such as security. So if you today would input your keys on some third-party application, they would store your API keys on their servers. If their servers get hacked, you lose your keys, you lose your funds. In our system, what happens is that when you input your keys, they get stored locally on your computer and encrypted. So the only way someone could hack is if they basically have access physically to your computer and know your password. So we can connect you directly to the exchange for performance. In terms of security, everything is done locally on your machine. If our servers get hacked, there is nothing for them to take, basically, because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So we get security and performance through that sort of alignment between desktop and exchange. So that's basically why we're so performant compared to other alternatives.
Yeah, it's sick. So actually, it's also very transparent. If I understand it well, you can't see anything. So you can't see any trades of people. You can't search about anything, some information about people. Can you know maybe how much money they have on their accounts, or is it all?
All we know on our end, basically, that someone opened, let's say, someone opened USDT Ethereum. That's all we know. And the reason we know that is, for instance, let's say your charts. You need a place to save your charts. Right now, we're storing them on a server so that you can share them. Because if you're going to share them online, like a screenshot or something, it needs to be hosted somewhere. So we do that hosting for you, but we're going to increasingly move more and more toward a decentralized model where everything gets stored locally. Whatever you want is stored locally, and some stuff that you want to share out to the public can be hosted by us, but only if you give consent. So we're very big on privacy. We're very big on, like, I come from a background where I hate social media. So, you know, for me, privacy is very important. We're going to try to store as much as possible on the local machine, and your data is not going to be exposed unless you want it to. That's the overall goal that we're aiming for.
You can
so
choose
right now,
actually.
because right now, even like, here's the thing. Most applications that you trade know exactly your balance and your wallet and everything. And for me, even though that sometimes you want them to know that so they can give you better experience and better stuff, better like features and more adjustable things. For us, it's very important that we protect our users as much as possible. So we take security very, very seriously.
Yeah, it's very serious. It's very good. I think today that's something people are really searching is that security and that transparency in a company, and we see it more and more. But as we know, also with Facebook and stuff like that, there have been a lot of problems. So I think it's very good that.
Je peux juste alors peut-être dire quelque chose parce qu'on a déjà un petit peu des retours hein, sur les gens qui nous suivent là.
Alors peut-être juste dire. Alors so we have some people that comments on the live. So I will just like read a couple of them and maybe translate it in English so you can maybe.
Ouais. Alors en fait le problème c'est un peu tous des francophones et ils comprennent pas grand-chose. Est-ce qu'on pourrait juste faire une micro-synthèse de 30 secondes, un petit peu de ce qui s'est dit jusqu'à maintenant. Comme ça, on les perd pas, hein, parce que c'est précieux d'avoir des gens qui nous regardent. Et puis, je peux comprendre un petit peu qu'ils soient un petit peu désappointés. Quoi,
so we will like just like translate in very small, just what everything that you just said, because actually most of the people don't really understand everything. Maybe for the next, maybe you can talk like a little bit slower. Maybe it will help most of the people. That will maybe help. But so we will just like explain in about 2 minutes in French for the people. Tu veux expliquer toi?
Non, je t'en prie, parce que tu parles jamais. Donc, c'est ta vidéo aujourd'hui, en fait.
Donc, en gros, alors, donc ils sont en train de créer donc, une application qui s'appelle TradeDash. Ça fait déjà 6 mois qu'ils travaillent dessus. Ils sont 2. C'est 2 collègues qui travaillent depuis plus de 10 ans ensemble. Et leur but vraiment de cette application, c'est vraiment de travailler avec Bittrex et Binance. Peut-être que dans la suite, il y aura peut-être également d'autres exchanges. On peut mettre juste la clé, grâce à la clé API, on peut se connecter sur cette application et faire du trading très rapidement. Il n'y a pas de lag, il n'y a pas de bug. C'est très rapide, c'est très transparent également. Donc, ils travaillent beaucoup sur la sécurité et puis sur la transparence en rapport avec votre data. Donc, ils ne vont pas juste prendre vos contacts ou quoi que ce soit puis faire des choses avec. C'est vraiment, ils travaillent beaucoup sur ce point-là. Donc, c'est quelque chose d'assez essentiel chez eux. Donc, une bonne chose dans le monde des cryptos, je pense. Et donc, aujourd'hui, on fait un live justement pour expliquer un petit peu le concept de cette application. On va sûrement après un petit peu aussi également le montrer.
Surtout, on va le montrer.
On va surtout le montrer. Et puis, si vous avez des questions ou quoi que ce soit, vous pouvez toujours les poser. On va essayer du coup directement de lui les poser en anglais directement. Et soyez ouverts à me donner quelques critiques si vous voulez également. Et puis, il pourra peut-être même vous répondre avec ça.
Oui, alors pour comprendre, donc c'est vraiment une espèce de logiciel pour ceux qui ne sont pas tellement initiés. C'est qu'on doit à chaque fois aller se connecter sur l'échangeur directement comme Bittrex. Et puis, vous, si vous êtes des utilisateurs, si vous tradez, etc., vous savez que c'est un petit peu embêtant parce qu'il faut chaque fois mettre des codes, etc. Alors que là, il suffit simplement d'avoir une application qui peut se connecter à 2 échanges comme Binance et Bittrex, qui sont aujourd'hui parmi les plus utilisés et qui permettent d'enregistrer des préférences, d'avoir une vision globale en fait de ce qui se passe dessus, puis de passer justement des achats-ventes sur toutes les paires très facilement, sans devoir chaque fois se reconnecter le matin, etc. Et donc on a parlé un petit peu de la sécurité, on va en reparler tout à l'heure. Et puis, on aura tout un lot de questions. Vous pouvez nous les poser en français sans problème sur le chat. Puis nous, on va les lui traduire, les lui poser. Et dans quelques moments, on va vous montrer la tronche du logiciel parce que finalement, c'est ça qui intéresse beaucoup les gens. Et puis, on espère que vous serez nombreux à l'utiliser. J'ai mis le lien dans le chat aussi du site internet, tradedash.io. Et je vous invite à aller regarder un petit peu ce qui se dit sur ce site internet, etc. Et puis, on va commencer les démos dans un petit moment.
Ouais. Donc, est-ce que tu veux lui poser la question en anglais? On aimerait bien entendre ton anglais.
Non, moi je comprends l'anglais, mais je ne parle pas très bien.
Okay, so Greg doesn't want to talk in English.
I understand some of that French, actually. I'm starting to learn.
Awesome. So this is what we just said. Like, so we explained in very small how it really works and what you really want to accomplish in the next month as well. So maybe you can show a couple of examples maybe of the application, or maybe you want to say maybe something before that, maybe before we show the application.
Sure thing. So what I would like, everyone to know about TradeDash at least is that the most important part for us is that if there are any questions or feedback someone usually have about TradeDash, they can always come and talk to us, first of all. Like, that is something very important to us, because we want the reason we're not taking payment today as a company is because we want to hear from everyone. We want to improve the product, and we want the product to be perfect for every user possible. And for that reason, everyone that has any questions, anything, beyond the stream itself, they can always come to us and ask these questions, and we'll be more than happy to answer those.
Amazing.
So that would be the thing that I would stress highly, is that I would like to hear from people as much as possible. Let me see. I don't use Hangouts a lot. Where do I share my... let's see.
So I'll just say that in French as well for the people fast. Donc il est vraiment ouvert, ils sont ouverts sur Telegram, sur Discord et comme ça, sur Slack. Vraiment, si vous avez des questions ou des remarques ou quoi que ce soit, vous pouvez toujours leur communiquer. Puis il est vraiment très ouvert pour travailler sur ce point. C'est pour ces raisons-là également que l'application est complètement gratuite et ils veulent que ce soit vraiment fait parfait avant de pouvoir aller plus loin que ça. So.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. Can you see my screen here?
Yeah, perfectly.
All right, awesome. So I'm logged in currently on a test account. You download TradeDash and install it like a desktop software, and basically you create an account and log in. And once you're logged in, you start by seeing this intro screen, which takes you through the application. We have some news here, and we're working on getting a content partner right now that will be able to help us supply with real-time news about the crypto space in general. So once you log into TradeDash, you'll be able to see here real-time news about everything possible that is happening in the space in real time. So let's start with, you can see your profile. You can hide, if you want to, share a screenshot or something like that, you can hide the balances or enable them. In this test account, for instance, right now I have some Ethereum, a little bit of Dust here, and it's nothing, that fancy. We can go into the exchange breakdown and basically open up any market you'd like, let's say BNB AE. And you immediately connect. This data is completely live now. You're getting the data from the exchange in real time. As soon as something happens on the exchange, you will see it right here. You can basically take your total and trade it using the regular trading methods, doing limit order, ladder order, which is something we have invented. Actually, I'll go through this in a second. We have the regular, stop limit order and the market orders that Binance labeled. We also have started adding new order types that don't exist on the exchange themselves. So ladder order, it doesn't exist on Bittrex, doesn't exist on Binance, but we have added it. And what it does is basically you can say, I want to buy, let's say, 100 of this between the price of, let's say, 3 to 3.5, and I want 5 of these. So what this will do is it will put 5 orders for you at 0.3, 0.31, 0.32, 0.3, all the way incrementally up. So let's say you want to sell 20 Bitcoins, for instance. You don't want to sell it all at once. You want to sell it at different rates incrementally downwards so that you don't crash the order book. So there are all these type of things that we have added to the system to help you trade both smaller amounts, the regular limit trades, and bigger amounts if you're a bigger trader. In addition, you have the order books that you can rely on. You can basically do easy market switch here. You can highlight some of your favorite markets here if you want to keep them on the side the whole time. You can have a bunch of saved markets, and you may be interested in these and you don't want to search for anything else. So you can look just a save or the complete picture. You can basically also drill down into all Binance's markets, for instance, and sort by, I want to see only the markets that have 24-hour change more than X, or volume. I want to see my favorites. I want to see, everything, recent orders. So you do have some filtering options, and this will basically grow and become a lot bigger. We do support currently both Bittrex and Binance, and more exchanges will come. Cryptopia, KuCoin, HitBC, BitMEX, GDAX, all of these will be also coming in soon. And that is basically the trading overview of the feature that exists currently in trades. We also have something called, just regular alerts. You can say, I want to put an alert here, and the computer will basically alert you immediately with a notification when the price gets there. You can basically, I want to be alerted when the price is more than this much. And you'll get a desktop notification saying, bing, it's this price now, you might want to buy or you might want to sell. So we've included alert system, order system, a whole bunch of different systems to help the trader navigate. So that's just the basic overarching touch. In addition, there are some stuff we've done, like where you can open multiple windows, where you could go like this, for instance, and browse multiple windows at the same time. You can open as many of these as you want. You could do a whole bunch of things. Like if you're interested in seeing how much your portfolio is in dollar, you can have it in dollar, but some people like to see, this is how much Ethereum I have in total. So it would take all the stuff you have and translate it to Ethereum, and this is your total right here. So these are basically the type of systems we're working to construct, is that system that will help traders basically trade really fast, really efficiently. You can have your alerts here, order filled, order canceled, order denied. So you have a notification center to help you see if there are any new events happening. There is so much more to this as well. You can have, here are all my alerts that I have on different coins. Here are my snapshots. When I take a snapshot of something, you can open it, and here's your snapshot, and you can share it with your friends if you want to. Here are the orders I put before, and here is how much I sold, and here is how much I made. You can get a breakdown and see, how much you're earning, how much you're losing in general. So there are all these types of systems in the application itself that will help you trade better, and that's the overarching goal. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too much, but that's the quickest I can do.
Not at all. That was perfect. It was actually really amazing to see how fast that was. People were saying that in the live chat as well, like it's going really fast. It's really cool, amazing. There's already some people in the chat as well who use it, so that's cool.
Oh, wow.
And
awesome.
We have someone who asked, what is actually the difference between this one, between TradeDash and Koinigi? So we just answered, but maybe you can give your opinion on that.
Absolutely. The common answer to that is that, first of all, Koinigi is very server-driven. It's not local desktop machine. So what you have is the problem I described before, where there is an intermediary step, so you get slower data. Their charts are slower. Their order books are slower. So there is the speed. Second, security. Your keys in TradeDash are stored locally. Let's see. So the keys that you enter in your settings here, when you enter a certain, keys for an exchange, when you connect to one, those keys are stored and encrypted locally on your computer. So security. In addition, we are not going to integrate with 90 exchanges like Koinigi is aiming to do. That's their thing. That's what they do. We want to focus instead on hand-picking the important exchanges that you would like, catering to those, making the experience very, very good, adding additional tools, additional security steps, help you do. An example of that would be what I showed earlier, is that the ladder trades. This is something we invented, for instance.
That's
so we're going to have, we're trying to have add-on features to the exchanges themselves, as well as just making a good user experience, having high level of security. So there are multi-dimensions on which we beat Koinigi. The only thing right now they have that is better than us is more exchanges. And everything else in terms of security, speed, functionality, almost all of that is we beat them in that regard. That said, we're 6 months old. It has been around for, 3-4 years now. So there is obviously a big difference in time. Imagine where we will be. If this is what it took us to do in 6 months, imagine a year from now how many features we would have. So we're very bullish on this, and we're creating a lot of features that I think users will enjoy.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And what I really like actually is also the news. It's like you can trade on Ripple or on Dash, on Ethereum or other. and you'll directly have some news just under that about that crypto, and that's really so cool because you can actually, how do I say that in English? Like you can earn a lot of time.
Yeah.
Search those news actually, so that's also really cool. The pattern, the ladder system also is something that you can't find somewhere else. It's also really cool. I think there's a little bit of questions, so I will just maybe
if I can just quickly clarify. Right now, if you go into a market, you can see the news related to that market. Right now, the news that we have is not from a lot of sources. This was just a proof of concept. We are having a partnership. I can't announce the partner yet, but it's a very big player in news delivery, and they will be delivering the news for us. So it's not even us curating. They will be curating for us, and they will be curating from hundreds of sources in real-time basis. So if a news comes out, most people read the news on Reddit or on, some social media site. By that time, the price is already, it's too late. We're trying right now to create the partnerships that will help us deliver the news in real time to you. And for instance, if you own IOTA, you probably want to read IOTA news right when they come out. You don't want to wait 2 hours. By then, it's too late. So we're going to have the partnership in place to notify you, even give you a regular desktop notification saying, hey, news about IOTA came out and you own IOTA. That's important for you. You maybe want to read this. So these are some future plans for the news section, which will be in about a month and a half. That's when it's going to be ready.
Wow, that's really amazing. People will earn a lot of time with that. And so will they get alerts on a Telegram, or will they get alerts on the Trade Dash directly, or via mail, or how does it actually work?
Right now it's desktop, but when we introduce our mobile application, it will be also on mobile as push. And we are looking into integrating with Discord and Telegram and all the other social media avenues, so that you can have, like for instance, if your group is interested in IOTA news, we can push those news directly to you guys maybe. We're looking into all these avenues, but for now it's desktop and mobile coming soon. Those are the two big ones that we're going to work on.
Yeah, really, really cool. So we see also like the plans in the future are as well very interesting. So maybe in a couple of 5, 6, 8 months, maybe it will be like even much more information. Like maybe in this life we can't really talk about everything, but can we find other future plans on Telegram or Discord? What do you work on, or how does it?
Right now, I think I should probably. My internet is getting a bit weird here. No, it's fine. I guess it was me. For our purposes, in terms of roadmap, we're trying to keep the roadmap itself. So we basically take requests. Any feature you want to have in the application, let us know. Come to us, tell us, let us know. We'll discuss it. We'll find a way, and we'll put it in our to-do list. The to-do list is not public for many reasons, because the to-do list we have right now has a lot of technical information in it too, and that we don't want to have open just yet. So it's not public, but if you tell us about the feature, we'll add it to the list and we'll get to it as fast as possible. That's how we work basically. Generally, we try to make releases about 2 to maybe 3 times a month. Some months more than others, but basically, if you give us all the feature suggestions, we bundle them up and we make 1 to 2 releases a month, saying here is the new releases you requested. Sorry, here's the new features you requested. Try them out and let us know if you want any more changes. So that's how we usually work.
Okay, really cool. It's really cool.
Est-ce que, peut-être avant de continuer trop loin, juste faire une petite traduction rapide, un petit peu quelques étapes qu'il y a eu.
So there's a little bit of questions, so maybe we can ask one or a couple. So qu'est-ce qu'il y avait comme question?
Non, c'était pas les questions, c'était juste de relire quelques.
Okay, so I will just transfer again in 2 or 3 minutes in very big in French. I will just so donc pour les personnes qui comprennent pas énormément, donc là il a vraiment expliqué sur le programme de Trade Dash directement tout ce qu'on pouvait faire. Donc il y a vraiment plein de systèmes différents entre les alertes, leur système de ladder également à eux-mêmes, le système de vitesse tout simplement, leur sécurité. Donc ils ont vraiment beaucoup de concepts qui sont vraiment beaucoup plus pratiques que d'autres plateformes, que d'autres applications. Il travaille les API, la transparence. Il a vraiment montré un petit peu de tout. Il travaille également énormément dans les prochains mois également. Ils sont vraiment en train de travailler sur des choses assez intéressantes. Et ils sont également ouverts pour toute proposition. Donc, si une fois vous vous dites, ah, bah, j'aimerais bien avoir une option là, parce que je pense que ça vaudrait la peine, ça peut être utile, vous pouvez aller sur Telegram, vous pouvez aller sur Discord ou n'importe. Ils sont ouverts à toute proposition. Ils vont le mettre dans le to-do list. Et puis, c'est pas public, mais ils peuvent, vous pouvez leur demander. Eux, ils vont essayer de le faire le plus rapidement possible. Et donc là, il a vraiment expliqué en gros le programme, comment il fonctionne. D'ailleurs, que je trouve vraiment fabuleux. J'ai téléchargé ça hier, mais c'est magnifique. Ça va très rapide, on gagne beaucoup de temps. Il y a le système aussi des nouvelles. Donc, si vous voulez trader avec n'importe quelle crypto, juste en dessous, il y a les nouvelles, donc de plusieurs articles différents, du jour même, toujours. Donc, c'est vraiment super intéressant. Je ne sais pas du coup est-ce qu'il y a peut-être une ou deux questions au rapport.
Les questions. Alors justement, j'en ai noté quelques-unes.
D'accord.
Donc déjà, il y avait la comparaison avec Koniji. En fait,
alors ça, il a expliqué.
Alors, il a expliqué un petit peu, mais c'était peut-être de juste redire un petit peu en français. Les quelques différences avec Koniji, c'est qu'effectivement, Koniji est payant. Et puis, moi, perso, j'ai eu un abonnement sur Koniji et déjà, oui, c'est payant. En plus, c'est stocké chez eux, donc c'est pas rassurant au niveau des API. Alors que là, finalement, la différence avec Koniji principale, c'est que, on est en local. Deux, en fait, on a beaucoup moins de latence parce que moi, j'ai eu des latences par rapport aux ordres d'achat, etc., où ça mettait 15, 20, des fois même une minute avant de placer l'ordre d'achat. Il y avait vraiment, ça laguait à mort. Il y a le fait justement que je me posais beaucoup de questions par rapport à la sécurité. Et puis là, c'est gratuit en plus. Et il y a plus d'outils.
En fait, en gros, comme il a expliqué, c'est que Koniji, ils ont le seul avantage, c'est qu'ils sont chez plus de plateformes, mais tout le reste, eux, ils ont un avantage sur Koniji. Donc, ils sont mieux sur la majorité des points que chez eux. Alors, mais par contre, je pense que ça vaut, parce que sinon, on va perdre trop de temps. Je pense, parce que j'avais aussi proposé qu'on allait faire une vidéo en français nous-mêmes, entre nous, pour expliquer vraiment les trucs. Ouais. Donc, je pense pas que ça vaut la peine de vraiment partir tout traduire en français directement.
On explique une vidéo en français.
Ouais, voilà. So,
alors, des questions, c'est effectivement, c'est posé plusieurs fois, mais les prochains exchanges en fait, à prioriser, c'est lesquels?
Okay. So, you talk about that today you're working on Binance and Bittrex. In the future, maybe not still this year or something, are you maybe planning to put another, like maybe Poloniex or another platform, or not for the moment?
Of course, in our Discord we have a section that's called polls, and we've asked people, vote on the exchange you want to see. So people go in and just give a thumbs up. Right now, I'm looking at it right now. We have Cryptopia, KuCoin, GDAX is requested, BitMEX. There is a lot of ones that have been requested, so we will work as much as possible on adding as many of them as possible. The problem is we can't add all of them at once, so we'll have to go slowly. Once we are ready, so basically right now we're experimenting with a lot of features, but once we are ready, we will be able to add new exchanges all the time. Right now we started with Bittrex, now we're Bittrex and Binance. Soon enough we'll add a third one, and then from there it will be just faster and faster for everyone after that. So it will be maybe right now a few months till the next one, or a month, 1 to 2 months until the next one, and then after that we can go another month, a fourth one. 2 weeks, a fifth one. So it will just get faster and faster to add more and more, but we're still looking into it, basically, in terms of time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, very nice.
Tu peux lui demander à quel point c'est compliqué de rajouter un échange.
So they're asking if it's really actually difficult to put a new platform on it. Does it take a lot of time, or?
Well, the way we have designed the system itself architecturally is easy to plug stuff in, but now we've started to realize the more exchanges we plug in, what ends up happening is that the performance of the application gets worse because there's so much data coming in. I mean, Binance itself, the markets, especially like if you trade on USDT BTC, on a good day, like the market just shoots so much data. And you can see the volume, like because it's real time, we don't remove any rows or anything like that. So it's a lot of data to be processed. So we need to get smarter about that technically and try to handle this even smarter so that when we add 5 or 6 exchanges, you don't feel any performance impact. So we're very careful. We haven't added more because we don't want the experience to be worse. But once the architecture is in place, basically it will take 2-3 weeks and another exchange, 2-3 weeks, another exchange. It doesn't take a lot of time at that point.
Okay, yeah, nice. So yeah, so I'll just say la phase. So, c'est vrai que c'est ils veulent. Donc leur but c'est vraiment de mettre de plus en plus de plateformes. Donc chaque mois ils vont essayer d'en rajouter un ou deux. Par contre, ça prend pas énormément de temps, mais eux sur ce qu'ils travaillent réellement aujourd'hui, c'est à chaque fois qu'ils vont mettre une plateforme de plus, au plus long que ça peut être pour finalement travailler sur cette application de TradeDash. Et donc c'est pour ça qu'ils mettent pas juste simplement tout comme sur par exemple Ponigy. C'est là où il y aura justement des soucis de vitesse, où il y aura peut-être d'autres soucis. Donc c'est là où eux ils vont travailler sur ces points-là.
Moi, j'ai une question par rapport à TradingView, puisqu'en fait, il utilise le système de TradingView intégré.
Oui.
Quelle est la limitation par rapport au nombre d'indicateurs? Parce que sur TradingView, c'est payant. Si tu rajoutes, par exemple, plus que 5 indicateurs, tu dois arriver payant. Combien on peut en mettre, en fait?
Okay. So the question also is, so you're using the system of TradingView for the indicators and stuff like that on TradeDash. On TradingView, you can have as well like a subscribe method to have, because otherwise you're limited to 3 indicators, I think. Otherwise, you have to pay like something like $15 a month. Is it the same actually on TradeDash, or do you have another system?
We have a license from TradingView. Basically, we licensed the library from them, and we added it the way it is into the platform. What this one has is that you can open as many markets in as many windows as you want. You can add all the indicators you want. There is the same limitation that they have on the website doesn't exist here. The difference is, however, is that there are some indicators that are on the website that aren't here, such as the community indicators. Those community indicators, basically, you can make an indicator and publish it on TradingView's website. But because we don't have TradingView's website, or TradeDash, we don't have access to those indicators. We only have access to the basic ones. So what we'll start doing is so you can come to us and say, I want this indicator, and I will have to program it into the system and add it one by one, basically. But that's a big undertaking. It's going to take a lot of time for us to get there, but that's the only limitation at this point.
Okay, so that's good. So actually, it's like almost you are paying for the people actually TradingView to get more indicators. So that's really also amazing. Donc en gros, c'est vrai que eux en fait ils ont un abonnement chez TradingView, puis du coup nous ça nous permet d'ouvrir plein de fenêtres différentes de TradeDash et également utiliser tous les indicateurs. Le seul indicateur qu'il n'y aura pas, c'est l'indicateur de communication. Et puis, en fait, c'est un indicateur qui permet aux gens de mettre des propositions, mettre d'autres indicateurs sur TradingView. Alors ça, eux, ils n'ont pas. Par contre, ça, vous pouvez le faire directement via Discord ou via autre chose pour leur proposer des choses. So yeah, that's something really good actually. Yeah, that also on TradeDash, because a lot of people are on TradingView and they don't really want to pay $15 or $12 a month. So, but you can also have to work with a lot of indicators. It's really how do you say it in English? It's really I don't know how to say it.
The thing about indicators is that the general traders, and we've asked hundreds of people. I have talked to hundreds of traders over the past few months, and the beginner traders generally use maybe 2, 3, 5 indicators. The professional traders can use a lot more in different situations and circumstances, and it's different people have different needs, right? So our ambition is to give you the tools and make use of them however you see fit. If you want 2 indicators, put 2. If you want 15, put 15. That's the kind of tool we want to deliver, and it's up to you to decide what's best for you, basically.
Yeah, that's really cool. And because are you both traders or not at all?
We did trade a lot more. Right now we code so much that we don't have time to trade.
Yeah.
Demande-lui si c'est plus rentable de coder ou de trader.
Greg is asking if you're earning more money with trading or with coding, actually.
Here's the funny thing. Before we started TradeDash, it was the bull market in December, last year's bull market. All of us, everybody that was trading at the time made a lot of money. And I had some strategies that I was employing. I had some script running. So we did very well. But once the market started dipping after December, we're like, okay, it's a bad market now. Let's go into coding and ignore trading.
It's the moment. Awesome.
It's perfect timing to start coding. So
that's true. Yeah, that's exactly the good mentality to start at.
J'ai une bonne question, c'est la fenêtre du centre où il y a les indicateurs justement. Est-ce qu'on peut la sortir puis la mettre sur un autre écran? Tu vois
juste le milieu?
Ouais, si on regarde de nouveau.
Oui, on peut.
On peut sortir le milieu?
Bah oui, parce qu'en fait, on peut enlever tous les côtés, donc oui.
D'accord, ok. Ouais. Ça, c'est vachement intéressant pour
So
les...
they were asking something that you actually already showed on TradeDash, but they were asking if they can take just the graphic and put it on another screen. But I saw that you can like take off every side actually, and after that.
Am I sharing my screen again?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so you could basically decide which of these you want to have open, and you can completely keep it this way. And you can open like 15 windows. Each one, you can open another window here. It's on my other monitor.
Way too easy. There's a problem. It's way too easy.
So
it's amazing.
This one has the books, the other one doesn't, and you can basically do this. Ethereum now is going over the 100 MA. Ethereum is going to have a bull market right now, all the way up probably to 1,000 probably. It's looking really good right now, the market in general. So I have 4 or 5 of these open at any time on different on different monitors. So I just have them and they're ticking when I notice something interesting, or I put an alert, and when I get an alert, I just go in and execute a trade on one window and then keep watching on the other ones. And you can switch between markets as much as you want. There is no problem whatsoever. So that's generally how the approach to trading. I have like 4 or 5, sometimes 6 of these, small ones on each monitor like this. And I could just basically add as many as I want.
That's just amazing. Yeah. It's so cool.
Really. That's the approach, yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing. So I think the people really understand now how it works, and what you actually can do with all these things on TradeDash. So I think the best thing to do for us, for our community, because it's a French community, we're going to actually make a new video just in French. We maybe in a couple, maybe in a week or so, and we will show everything again, but everything then in French. And maybe what we also can do is like in a month or 2, when you have more stuff on TradeDash, maybe we can do another live, and that you can maybe like we will be in another place with this sound as well, because it's not that great today. We are sorry.
On voulait juste s'excuser auprès de l'audience, c'est qu'en fait, on n'a pas eu de bruit pendant 4 heures. Et en fait, au moment où on a starté le live, en fait, il y a tout le monde qui est arrivé.
Ouais, But
j'aimerais juste encore quelques questions.
If it's okay with you, there's like maybe 1 or 2 questions more.
I have as much time as you guys need, so fire away.
Very cool. Okay. Nice.
Ok, alors je voulais poser une question par rapport à l'avenir des intégrations dans le système. Donc typiquement le bot trading, c'est des questions qui sont posées et puis que tout le monde adore Profit Trader, donc c'est vraiment le truc du moment. Est-ce que, donc j'ai entendu dire qu'il y aurait peut-être un robot qui serait intégré dans l'interface directement, qui pourrait être enclenché, etc. Est-ce que c'est planifié au développement prochainement?
D'accord. So there's a question about bot trading, and they're asking if you're going to integrate the bot trading system in TradeDash or not.
Yes, that we are actually planning on doing that somewhere around Q4 of this year. So we're going to start mapping that and ironing that out, because what bot trading requires is that a bot will have to execute for you when you're not on your machine, right? It's a bot doing it for you. The problem is if your computer is turned off, the bot is gonna, not gonna work. So we can't do it locally on your computer. Instead, we're gonna offer a separate service that is, you can reach through TradeDash. That is, you can basically get a server of your own. We can do all that for you, and the bot will be executing 24/7 on your behalf. So we will include all the bot trading online, offline, mobile, all that kind of stuff.
Wow,
around Q4. That's the general idea.
Ok, very nice. So, donc ce sera pour à peu près fin 2018, à peu près vers la fin de la saison. Ils vont commencer avec les bots, mais c'est pas quelque chose de petit, donc il y a vraiment beaucoup de choses à faire, dont justement ils vont se lancer dans le bot offline, justement, parce qu'aujourd'hui c'est vrai qu'on a besoin d'un ordinateur, il doit être allumé en général, ils disent aussi pour le bot. Ils vont vraiment travailler sur l'offline bot, online, etc. Donc c'est vraiment, ils sont déjà en train de travailler dessus, mais ce sera plus pour la fin 2018. So maybe
on a parlé de ce qu'ils étaient traders, l'avenir de l'autre, les comparaisons qu'on a eues, les prochaines élections, on a un petit peu tout fait. De nombreux indicateurs, c'est bon, c'est possible.
So maybe we're just going to look on the live chat again. S'il y a encore des questions, vu que c'est le local, il faut garder l'ordinateur allumé en premier. But justement, alors, so we're just gonna answer that in French because it's about that topic about the bots.
Sure.
Donc, non, il n'y aura pas besoin avec TradeDash, il n'y aura pas besoin forcément que l'ordinateur soit allumé. Ça, c'est justement, ils sont en train de travailler sur ce développement. Et c'est ça qui peut être justement très intéressant. C'est du 24/24 du bot, mais même offline.
Moi, j'ai une question privée, justement, par rapport à, enfin, privée dans le sens personnel. En fait, il y a un truc qui est en train de faire pas mal de bruit sur le bot trading en ce moment sur Internet, c'est avec Krill, le projet Krill. Et donc, c'est un robot de trading, mais il est programmable avec des nœuds, tu sais, des comportements, des nœuds. Je ne sais pas si tu connais un petit peu, on appelle ça des noodles, c'est la programmation par nœud. C'est-à-dire, en fait, on relie des actions les unes avec les autres. Est-ce qu'il prévoit de créer ce système un peu graphiquement comme ça?
So he's asking something that I can't ask in English. I'm not that good. So, attends.
You know something about the Krill project?
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Because it's a system with a nodal programmation. Yeah. This is a trading bot, like a profit trader, but the technique they use is nodal programmation.
Okay. I know nothing about it because I haven't heard about it. The bot trading that we are planning on launching is basically indicator-based trading, like sort of like Margin, the way Margin does it, or any of the other botting systems. That's the kind of, but like, is this botting system that you're talking about, is it based on other criterias or?
No, the same criteria, but a different way to program, because people are not technician, and they want to Krill, the project Krill, want to improve the way that people goes inside the programmation of the bots.
Well, the bots that we're going to have, obviously, we're going to start with a simple. Our whole approach is to have good user experience. Like, that is the number one thing we have, in addition to security and performance. Those are the three things that we pride ourselves on. So the way we're going to start by launching the bot is by making them simple. Instead of making a complicated bot, we're going to have, for instance, a drop down would tell you, I want to sell when RSI is like this, above this number, below that, and this above this, below that. So it's basically just a form approach as an easy way of introducing bots, especially to new traders. But at the same time, I want to make the bots, if you are a more advanced bot trader, we want to make them programmatic also with a certain scripting language, so that you can use more detailed, more advanced tools to program the bot. So we're going to offer both, hopefully, the easy version for the newcomers and a more advanced version for much more solid traders. That obviously requires a lot of work to introduce both systems, so it may take time to fully have both. But we're going to probably start with something that appeals more to the less used trader rather than the advanced one, because we want to have the system tested by a lot of people rather than by a few people. So we're looking into it basically, but it will be both.
Okay, very nice. So yeah, you have a lot of projects for that. It's a lot of work.
It's so much work. It's 12 hours a day. By the way, Greg, if you want, send me the link to the project, and I'd be more than happy to look at it and see if there's something we can learn from it.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion.
I have just one question as well. Because everything is totally free today. So for the people that, I will just say that in French, if they want to support you, they can support you with Ethereum, that's right?
Yeah.
If I saw it on TradeDash?
It's all donations right now, but we will be launching a paid tier within the next 3 to 6 months. So there will always be a free tier. Basic trading will always be free, charting will always be free, live order books will always be free, but some additional features will be paid, and that will be 3 to 6 months from now.
Of course.
That's the business model.
Okay. I will fast say that in French for the people. Donc pour les personnes qui veulent utiliser aujourd'hui TradeDash, tout qui est complètement gratuit aujourd'hui. Dans l'avenir, dans les prochains 3 à 6 mois, il y aura des modes payants, il y aura des modes également gratuits pour tous ceux qui veulent toujours trader gratuitement là-dessus. Donc pour ceux qui veulent supporter également TradeDash aujourd'hui, ils peuvent le faire directement via l'application avec une donation en Ethereum pour eux. Donc ceux qui veulent leur aider financièrement à développer encore plus, si vous avez des suggestions, puis vous voulez sur Telegram ou Discord, ou autre, puis vous pouvez donner des envies à faire d'autres choses, puis s'ils le font, puis vous les donnez un petit coup de main financièrement, je pense que ça leur fait toujours plaisir. Et donc, je pense que c'est un petit peu tout. Je ne sais pas si toi, tu as encore des questions ou pas.
Non, bah, moi j'arrive un petit peu au bout de celles que j'avais. J'ai un petit peu récolté quelques questions qu'on avait. Ah oui, est-ce qu'il y a une version mobile justement?
Just maybe like in the last questions, there was this someone asking if there was going to be a mobile application for TradeDash.
Yes, absolutely. We're in the planning phases right now. The thing about mobile trading is that if it's an application, it will have to be in line with the Google App Store, Google Play Store and Apple App Store guidelines. So there are some guidelines we have to look into. There are some different performance stuff we need to take care of. We need to plan a lot for it. So we're going to probably start with a simpler version, mobile app sometime this year with a very simple version, portfolio tracking, sort of being able to look into your trades, some charting, or just the simple tools. And then we're going to expand on the mobile application as well, going all the way out to as much as legally possible, because there are some legal questions there too from apps. So anything that is legal to do, we're going to have in the mobile app, but it's going to take some time. Small steps forward, basically, is the plan.
Exactly. Yeah. There's already a lot of things on the list.
On a une question qui revient un petit peu depuis le début, qui dit qu'il manque juste un seul truc, c'est les filtres screener pour paramétrer ses propres signaux. Alors, je ne sais pas si tu veux le poser peut-être juste la question qui.
Donc, ce sera. Alors, on va faire la dernière question. So we'll do the last question if it's okay with you.
Absolutely.
There's just someone who asked. There's missing one thing inside of the TradeDash. There's none filter for the screen. Pour paramétrer ces programmes signaux. So there's no screen filter to program the signals. I don't know if you understand it well.
Not quite sure. No.
Pour paramétrer ces promos. Est-ce que tu comprends déjà en français?
J'ai un petit peu de mal par rapport à cette question en fait, puisque je ne vois pas exactement ce que dire, mais c'est de savoir pour pouvoir mettre du paramétrage de ses propres signaux. La personne
pour moi, il me manque juste les filtres screeners pour paramétrer ses propres signaux.
Screeners, filters.
Like just regular market screeners. We do have that. I think what he's asking is about this right here. Let me see if I can show it. So if you look right now, we have the regular just quick price market breakdown, recent market, but under each exchange we have like a full browse. And a full browse would give you the market filter here. We can only filter on these exchanges plus regular search now. But if the user is asking for bigger filters, screeners on indicators and stuff like that, we had that before and we removed it because it wasn't completely real time. And the way we want to reintroduce that soon, that is completely and fully real time, so that anytime something happens in the market, it basically shows up in real time. The one we had a little bit of delay, and that's not something we were happy with, so we wanted to make it full real time. And you can go in here and search, I want to see all the markets that have RSI over 30. I want to see all the markets that have MACD below this. So I think that's what he's asking, and if that is the question, then
it's it was the question that the one that you actually removed. He was looking for that, but now we understand why.
The reason we removed that is because now we have the alert system, and we want to make sure that you not only have alert on price, but you also have alert on indicators. So you should be able to say, give me an alert when the RSI is below 30 on some coin. But if the data is not live, you get the alert and it's a delayed alert, and now you're going to try to trade and it's the wrong data. So that's why we removed it, because we want to make sure that everything is real time, everything is perfect, the data is correct. And then we're going to reintroduce it. So that was a technical thing, because those do not come from the exchange. We have to compute those, and some of them take a lot of time to compute. So we just need to solve the technical underlying thing, and then we will reintroduce it.
Yeah, I see. Oh, it's perfect. So I'll just say that in French fast. Donc, c'est en rapport avec les alertes. Donc, ils ont enlevé en fait ce système parce qu'avec les alertes, justement, il y a toujours un retard. C'est pas vraiment le marché réel, enfin vraiment live. Et donc, des fois, on pouvait recevoir une alerte en retard finalement, où il n'y a pas forcément le vrai prix du marché eux-mêmes. Et donc, pour ces raisons-là, que eux, ils aimaient pas trop cette façon finalement. Pour ces raisons-là, eux, ils l'ont enlevé. Donc, on a fait un petit peu le tour maintenant des questions. Nous, on va refaire une vidéo en français pour vraiment bien tout expliquer tout ça, tout soudain. Et puis voilà. Donc, oui.
Non, rien. Non, c'est bon. Non, je comprends en fait ce qu'il voulait.
Okay.
Effectivement, on a même fait une vidéo là-dessus. Le pire, c'est que je ne voyais pas exactement, mais c'est vrai que c'est la partie qui affiche finalement tous les indicateurs catégorisés. On peut les mettre comme un petit peu sous la forme d'un tableau Excel. Et puis, effectivement, on pouvait trier ceux qui avaient un récit le plus bas possible, les trier par ordre. Mais en fait, c'était une option qui était dedans, mais ils l'ont enlevé parce que c'était pas en real time.
Ouais.
C'est ça hein,
ouais, exactement.
D'accord. Alors, il a dit par contre, parce que ça, je n'ai pas suivi, qu'il allait bientôt peut-être réintégrer ou sous une autre forme.
Pas spécialement. Pas spécialement. Non.
Parce que TradingView le fait par contre de manière totalement gratuite. Donc, autant l'avoir sur un écran et puis
exactement. Donc, I don't know. So first, I want also to thank you for to answer all the questions that you asked. That you answered perfectly. So thank you for that.
Thank you, guys. I mean, this is awesome. I love your community, and we have a lot of traders and users from your community. So it's awesome to be able to answer their questions. And if they have any more questions or feedback, they know. Hopefully, you can include how they can get in touch. And if they have any questions, they can reach out to me directly. I'd be more than happy to answer.
That's really very cool. So thank you very much for that. And we will both be using Trading Dash now. I think it's really cool and very fast to use traders. And we will make a video on that in the French for the French part. And I think we can as well get in touch in about like something in a month or something to maybe like make a new life in a better situation and explain maybe a couple of new things and voila. I think
sounds awesome.
Okay.
Thank you guys for your time. This was amazing. Pleasure is all mine. It's been really fun.
Okay, so thank you very much, and we will talk soon.
Will do.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.